been a while, hasn't it? Well, we're back. And Ultra is on pole position for the first round of the season. Marcus Adelaide alongside him from Dominic Vendetto and Bravo. Blade Sonic starts 5th with Davis Erguera in 6th. Jens Olsen 7th, bit of an unusual place for him. Then it's Wado, Lamfong, and Vinaya rounding off the top 10. If you came all rounding off the top half of the grid. For the bottom half was started by Castro, Tom Leon and Sebastian Campo, with Livery in 15th and Armin Silla in 16th. Then we've got Tampa Van Horn, Theo Headley, Versio, and finally Karisato, Matthew Hart, and Daniel Bogsarov. Oh, F1 Classic, how I missed you! Here for the 13th season, and we're back in Australia. 5 red lights, and we're underway to start off the season. Anyone on the softs, they're going to have the advantage of the line with the better grip. Adelaide's had a better launch than Ultra, and he's going to go down the inside of the Ferrari. Now he's going to have to try and hold that inside line until turn 3. It looks like he's going to do that successfully. Revel's on the back of them two, so you can't count him out. He's also got a really good car. Now Ultra there, going to the outside line. What is the mindset for this? What is he thinking for going on that line? Adelaide getting a warning for track limits there. Revel's still in the back. It's a Ferrari 2-3 at the moment, which I think would put them in the lead of constructors. So Ferrari should maintain a good place, and they will be in P1 in this championship. Now, many teams, well, I'm saying many, 3 teams have received punishments for debt, which has already been mentioned before. Blade Sonic losing some car performance, Okamo losing car performance, and Sergio losing car performance. Only person to have fully repaired the damages so far is Davis Erguera in the Mercedes. He was currently running in 6th position. Now he is on mediums. There's only one medium runner ahead of him, which is his own teammate, playing just like that, going down the inside. And yeah, it's Vendetto who is that medium runner. Now his power dropped down to 5th, I think, because down the inside goes the Dragon Racing car. It's going to go at the outside, then to the inside. But it looks like Vendetto could have this one covered off, but not now. BS has found a gap, and he's setting it down the inside. He's through into 4th position. Now he's got a 9 out of 10 car, so he's underpowered compared to the guys ahead of him, and some of them behind. So don't expect him to be in this place for too long, because that car just doesn't have the power. Now Ultra are getting big skill upgrades into this season, so he can use that wisely to be able to dominate the season. Now we don't know how the season will pan out, but yeah, it's safe to say he's learning these tracks quite well. Adelaide covering him off there, even just taking that inside line back to ensure Ultra can't get back ahead. Now that Ferrari will have access to DRS twice, I think, here. I don't know if there's another DRS zone on this straight or not. No, it's not. It's a virtual safety car for Carlos and Wado in the Williams. Oh, big crash there. How you end up like that at turn 1 on this track, I do not know. But that is the first retirement of the season, and that leaves Williams with Daniel Bogsarov to be the last one there. He's the last remaining Williams, and he's last in the race. Just look at that. His car is absolutely nowhere. And under virtual safety car, anyone on worn tyres, which are the soft runners, will be able just to nurse the tyres for a bit longer. But that won't really matter because the tyres won't be that worn. And it's a good getaway there for Ultra Row. I think Adelaide had a better getaway, but the slipstream naturally made Ultra Row quicker. And he will have DRS here as he's into the final second now. They're going DRS active, that is confirmed. Now can that McLaren hold on to first place for much longer? Adelaide's still yet to win a race in this series. His teammates won 3 races. He's still yet to get a first win. So could today be the day for the McLaren team to get both of their drivers to be race winners? Well, DRS active for Ultra, he's there to spoil the McLaren party today. He's looking to get down the inside of turn 1, I think. Yep, he was eyeing up that move for ages. He went for it. The two are side by side, almost off track and almost into the wall. And they go side by side into 3rd corner, and I expect that Ultra is through in the 1st position. He had the better line there around them corners. Ravel's fallen away, and he's got a 5-second time penalty. And now that the Vendetto is free from Blade Sonic, he is going to be trying to just reduce the gap between him and Ravo, but that's going to be a very difficult thing. Also gets a 5-second time penalty. UK gets a penalty. Livery gets a penalty. Sergio's also got one. Matthew Hart got one earlier, in case you didn't see the message in the Sauber there. So yeah, penalty being dished out all across the field, and Ultrabo's got a penalty as well. Our race leader has now got a penalty, and that could be changed race, and there we go. What a move down the inside from Marcus Adelaide. Lovely, lovely move there. But it's gonna backfire. Ultra using that skill. No, it's better to have DRS down that straight, and he's used the DRS wisely. He's back coming to first. Ravo coming into the pits for the first time today has served the penalty as well. Now Blade House like to move on hard. Ravo also going on the hard. Davian Castro, what about him? It's mediums. Haas going for a different strategy. Ocampo going on to another set of softs. So he's on the 2-stop. So yeah, 2-stop strategy is in play today, I guess, because Davian Castro's Haas has went for mediums. That's going to be a bit of a risk. Ocampo's obviously on a 2-stop. He's done 2 sets of softs now. He's going to have to pit again, otherwise his tyres are just going to blow before the end of the race. Now DRS active for Marcus Adelaide. These top two are having a good old battle out in front, and this is exactly what you like to see out of F1 Classic Racing. Good, intense battles. Now, is Adelaide going to go for the moves here? Yes, he is. Castro has picked himself up a penalty, and looking at that line, I think Adelaide's going to be getting pissed, and he is. So he's going to try and get the undercut on Ultra. He will get it, unless something bad happens, like a virtual safety car. He's coming in for soft tyres. De Benedetto, he's going in for softs as well. I mean, as well, what do you mean? I mean, Adelaide on hard, De Benedetto on softs. That's what I meant to say. As in the pits as well comes the Renault of Lamfong, who's also moving on to softs. After 5 laps of that tyre, he's also going to be on a 2-stop. So 2-stops really seem to be quite popular down this grid, I think. And in the pits as well, 4 softs is Versio, so yeah, that is an extremely popular tyre to be on. Now, what can Ultramo do in his final stint? He's probably extending to go on to mediums, because mediums are possible. Now softs, they are also possible, I think. It will be extremely close, but softs are doable if you do a 7 and a 7. Now looking at Ultra's line, I can't tell what he's doing. Yeah, I think he's going in the pits. So most likely they're going to be putting him onto the medium tyre, which is a good way to fight back at Marcus Adelaide, who's on the hards, which are less grippy, but they have better life. Now at the pits, and that is mediums, just like I predicted. Olsen in, Maniakin and Davey Saracera also in. Bogdan Sarafis, because he is absolutely nowhere in this race anyways. And there goes Saracera, he's moving on the hards. Now, is he getting held up there? I don't know if he is, but one person who is held up is the Livery. He's had to really slow down on his way into the pit lane. And for Rich Energy at Aston Martin, he's making his pit stop, serving his penalty first though. And momentarily leading this race is Ahmed Silla in the Haas car. Now he's just picked up a 5-second time penalty for track limits, and he is holding up Adelaide, which is good teamwork between Ferrari and Haas, considering that they're all considering that they're both managed by Ultramo. And round the outside, through goes Adelaide, and he's now leading. UK Roll and Akari both picking up penalties there for track limits, which seem to be a bit of a nuisance here today. Now Livery onto his 3rd warning right now for track limits. Round the final corner, Marcus Adelaide continues to lead this race. Now Ultramo is 6 seconds off of the lead of this race, and whoa, getting through Davian Castro there. That was an incredible move. Now look at this train. My goodness, this is a lot of traffic that Ultra needs to get past. Theoretically, only Van Hoorn and Silla are traffic, which means he's really got a lot of work to do here, and a lot of people have run him about penalties, so that's going to be infuriating for him. And now Adelaide is free to continue on at this extended thing, but he's got a penalty as well. Oh, that's not good. It's a bit weird how Van Hoorn's going down the outside. I think he is just letting people by here. And penalties are just coming in left, right, and centre everywhere. Look at this. It's hard to even keep up with what's happening. I'm just not even going to mention these penalties much because I just can't keep up with them. There's just so many happening at individual time. 5-second penalty for livery for violating track limits. But yeah, that penalty for Adelaide is going to be the nail in the coffin for him this race, unless Ultra Bro is able to get a penalty, which obviously he doesn't want. No driver wants to have a penalty. Areas in the press of Silver Husky B World, and he is coming in for the medium tyre. It's a medium, clearly not confident with the softs, looking at the low life that they have got in this race. And yeah, Demedo's second warning for track limits. He's got to be really careful, otherwise he's going to be looking at 10 seconds worth of penalties. But he is approaching Adelaide at a pretty good speed. Now, Adelaide is not safe until Demedo's tires get even more worn than this, because he's still quicker at the moment. Now, Vinayak gets a penalty in Demedo. That is 5 seconds. And just look at this grid, full of penalties, like, it's ridiculous. Now, if Ultra's tyres do wear out enough towards the end of the race, he might lose time, and the chance Adelaide could still get the win then. And to bet out he's coming in the pits to just do the final 5 laps on medium tyres, and he's going to be penalty free, which is good, but he's only got like, what, 1 warning remaining, I think. Fong, he's got a penalty, but it's not for track limit. It is for causing a collision. Now, he's fighting with Framo at the moment. The Renault down the inside of the Ferrari defending. There's no point in Fong fighting him because he's got 5 seconds of penalty. He got 5 seconds penalty more than Ravo. Now, oh, into the wall! That Fong is out! Pushing the car too much. His tyres were wearing out, but that is a virtual safety car. And this is good for those who are on the softer side of tyres, softs or mediums, getting older. That is good for them drivers. No one's really going to make advantage of the virtual safety car. Bogdanov is, but that's not going to matter. He's nowhere and will be nowhere until he gives himself upgrades that he most certainly needs. Of course, he's willingly making it a one-man team down at Williams. I'm not saying that's bad, but maybe he can consider upgrading himself at some point. Now, Bogdanov, he will be P20 in a minute. However, he's going to have to deal with Adelaide. Well, Adelaide's more likely to have to deal with him. Because, yeah, it's a lap car. Well, that would be a lap car. I'm just watching this gap out in front because now Ultra sights are worn out. You can see the wear and tear visible on the tyre. Van Horn finally coming in for the first stop of the day for him. He's been penalty free. He's been driving an absolutely fantastic race at the moment. He's not in the best position, we all know that. Oh wait, virtual safety car! For Jensen Olsen in the McLaren, he's out of the race. Now, will we see the car or not? No, we won't. We just missed it. But that McLaren is now out of the race. Okay. I don't know what the true gap is between Adelaide and Ultra. It is just over 4 seconds. Yes, 4.4 we'll say. We'll say 4.3. That is the true gap between the two. Now, Adelaide needs to clear Bogdanov ASAP. And yep, Bogdanov lets him by. Adelaide is through and he will be happy. He will be relieved about that. And yeah, it's unfortunate for McLaren having that retirement there considering they've got one driver fighting for the win in this race. Now we're at the 12th lap, 3 more laps left including this one. A car restart of 5-second time penalty for violating track limits. That is the main reason we've seen this race, 4 people violating the track limits. Now I can say this without a doubt that Ultra Bro is going to catch Bogdanov this lap. There's just no doubt about it. That Williams is way too slow. No, yeah, disaster day for Williams. Any race they lose at Wado is a disaster day for them. But just look at how bad them tyres are. They are absolutely gone. The Ferrari is approaching that Williams at an incredibly high speed. But yeah, that Williams is just flat out right now, and it's just got zero pace in comparison to the Ferrari. He's getting extremely close, and there we go. Through goes Ultra, and he's had no issues at all. And the Camel also picked up a penalty there. Van Horn finally getting his first penalty today, which is a bit sad considering he was going to be on for an additional set of points by getting ahead of Ocampo due to his penalties, but that's just not happening. I guess lap 39 40 we're on the penultimate lap of this race, and this is currently going to be in his second at the moment. This race is just going to go down the wire. Now if Ultra gets a penalty, it's pretty much game over for him. Now livery 3 warnings for track limits now. I don't know how this race is going to end, but if Ultra keeps it clean, he's looking towards a win today easily in Australia. Well, sorry, fast time only 4 track limits. Wow, what a surprise! What a surprise! It was Benedetto. He's in that of Mercedes. He pitted not long ago. He's been on that time for 3 laps. He's in 7th place, and he's going to be looking to get into 6th because of Vinayak's penalties dropping him down. Of course, I did not expect to be seeing 3 retirements here today in Australia, and in fact, if anything, Ultra is catching Adelaide. Yeah, I guess the medium to hard difference isn't that much when it comes to tyres. So we're end the final lap of this race, and Ultra looks sure to win this. I don't want to put a commentator's curse on, and if I do, I'm deeply sorry. Well, Adelaide, he's just trying to navigate. I put a commentator's curse on it. Okay. So now, Adelaide needs to pick up another penalty, and if he does that, Ultra will win. But where really can Adelaide pick up another penalty? Like, look at this. Ravel pushing through the first sector. He's currently on for the fast lap of this race at the moment. But I think that's just also been taken, it's been taken by Sarah Chiara. She's now got the brand new fast lap. And in the final sector is Marcus Adelaide. He's still not won in this series before, but if all goes right, in the final 2 corners, he can call himself a Grand Prix winner. As he goes round the final corner, Marcus Adelaide will win the opening round in Australia. What a result for McLaren. One driver out, but the other takes the win. Ultra finishes in second. Now, can Ravel snatch a fast lap at the end of it? No, he can't, but it's still P3 nonetheless. An incredible result there. David Serracchio, he crosses the line and he takes the fast lap with him. Malay Dragsonic finishing 5th, and Vinayak finishes 6th on his debut for Renault, but it is not going to be any higher places. He was close to 6th there in the end. He can't get it. He's stuck with 7th. Ocampo in 8th is a tough day for him. Then we've got Van Horn, Tom Leon and Castro. Van Horn unexpectedly scoring points, and going to be proud of him for that. And the Salvers, what a race! 14th and 15th after starting 20th and 21st. Now Livery is the final guy here to cross the line. He's going around the final corner, and he is going to take 18th place for Rich Energy Haas. Sorry man, Rich Energy Haas Martin, but you know what I mean. There is Max Adelaide, the race winner today for McLaren Chrome. It's an incredible race for them. Max Adelaide will surely be happy with that one. Ultra Road for Ferrari Shell getting second, with his teammate Ravel on the podium. Yeah, Ravel's time at Ferrari is getting better and better each year. Could this be the start of something special for Ravel? Well, we'll have to find out as the season goes on. And especially for Max Adelaide, picking up the first win in the season. McLaren will be happy about that. On one side of the garage, they're celebrating. On the other side, they're just mourning what happened earlier on. With that, let's listen to the Brazilian national anthem. then your winning today from Ultra Rainbow, as mentioned before. The James Arcera finishing 4th from Blade Outside and Vinayak. Then we were Dawes Mendetto, Basil Campbell, Jack Van Horn, Tom Leon, Diamond Castro, Marcio, Ahmed Silla, Matthew Hart, UK Ball, Theo Headley, Hikaru Sato, Livery, Daniel Bontsarov, and finally Jens Olsen, Bob and Eduardo, all out of this race. So as in Australia, your race has finished. I can't wait to see you next time in Malaysia when F1 Classic returns. Have a good day, people.